Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. So recently on this channel we've been talking a little bit about DTF or direct to film printing. So I've showed you a printer, how to use DTF prints on shirts, but now I wanted to dive into what other surfaces can a DTF print be used on. Now these are DTF prints from a DTF printer, have the powder on the back, they're printed directly onto film. I had the opportunity to go to Fargo, North Dakota to Heat Transfer Warehouse with Corey George with Hey Let's Make Stuff, and we filmed a ton of content about DTF printers there. And so now I'm teaming up with her on this video. I'm gonna try 5 surfaces on this video and see if DTF works on them. She's gonna try 5 surfaces on her video and see if DTF works on those. So by the end of this, you'll have 10 surfaces to see if DTF prints will work on them. Now, when this video ends, if you are joining us for the live premiere, it will automatically redirect you to Corey's video and you can see her 5 surfaces. If you're watching the replay, her video link will be in the description below this video, so you can click that when you're done watching this video. Now, you've already seen me use DTF on shirts. It will work on any fabric, any color. DTF is very versatile because a true DTF printer prints with white ink. So that means you can put it on a black shirt easily. However, if you have that DTF printer, you've invested in it, can you use it on other surfaces? I'm gonna test 5 surfaces today, and the 5 surfaces I'm gonna test are paper, a hat, and the hat is made from cotton. I'm gonna test a notebook that has kind of a linen feeling cover. I'm gonna test a keychain that's made from acrylic, and finally a coffee mug made from ceramic. Will DTF work on these surfaces? Is it a good idea to use them on these? Let's find out. The first thing you'll need for this are DTF prints. Now these are DTF prints that I printed on a DTF printer. They've already been powdered, cured, and they're ready to press. I do have another video on doing that, so if you have a DTF printer, you can check out that video. You can also order DTF prints from a place like Heat Transfer Warehouse. Now I don't recommend any of the DTF hacks with the sublimation printer, so these are true DTF prints printed on DTF film with a DTF printer. And I do have a wide variety of images that I'm going to be using. I will have an image bundle for you for free in the description below this video. So you can use these images for DTF or sublimation or any other craft projects that you have. And you can sign up in the description below this video to get those. For the rest of the process, you will need your heat source as well as some kind of heat resistant mat in most cases. And I like this fern mat from Artistry. If you're using a delicate material, a Teflon sheet might be nice to lay across the top. And then a DTF cooling block. DTF needs to be completely cool before you peel it back. And this is a cooling block that's kind of made from like a stone material and helps to cool your projects faster. So if you want to use this, it's optional, otherwise you can let them cool. And then of course you'll need whatever you're gonna put it on. I'm gonna use a wide variety of surfaces to test. First I'm gonna test paper. So this is just a cardstock that I've cut into a banner flag shape. And I have my Easy Press set to 290 degrees for 20 seconds. And I'm gonna add this rainbow design onto here. Now, if you feel like this is going to move at all when you press, you can use heat resistant tape to hold this into place. I'm just gonna use like 1 or 2 pieces here because I don't want this to rip my paper and sort of secure it down to the mat. Then because this paper is delicate, I am gonna add the Teflon sheet over the top. And then 290 degrees, 20 seconds, medium pressure. Then once that's done, lift up the Teflon sheet, and you do need to completely cool it. You can use the cooling block if you would like. I will say this mat stays hot, so you might want to remove the mat. And once this is cool, carefully remove that tape first. Then just peel back your DTF film. And this looks really great, so yes, DTF will work on paper. Next up is an acrylic keychain, and I have removed the protective film from both sides. And I have just a small flower DTF print to add to this. Same process, I'm gonna locate it. Use minimal tape just to hold it down. You can add the Teflon sheet if you need to. And I'm gonna use the same time and temperature, 290 degrees, 20 seconds. Lift that up, peel this back, and this time this did move, I can tell already. So I'm gonna try again with more tape and I'll let this one cool and peel it back so you can see how I can tell that it moved. So again, an acrylic keychain. This is a different shape, but it does not matter. Then I'm going to use the flour again, but this time I trimmed the film closer so I can add like 3 pieces of tape and really get it secure. Then I'm going to add the Teflon sheet and press once again. This time lift up, lift the Teflon sheet, and this one looks much better. So I'm going to allow it to cool and then I'll show you the difference. Okay, I've allowed both of these to cool, and I'll peel back this one first that got off center. And you may be able to see some adhesive around this outside edge, and I could see that immediately as I pulled it up. So if the print moves while you're pressing, it might leave an adhesive residue. This one, it did not leave an adhesive residue. However, wherever this film was, it left a little bit of a film on the acrylic. So this might not be the best for clear acrylic, although it does feel really secure on the surface. Next, I have a notebook, and this notebook has like a linen cover, so I think it'll be perfect for a DTF print. I have a small globe print here, and I'm going to kind of locate it. And then I am going to use a couple pieces of tape to hold that down. I'm going to protect my notebook with a Teflon sheet. And this time I'm doing 300 degrees for 15 seconds, medium pressure. Again, I'll lift up, lift this away, and use the cooling block. And you can see that you might be able to tell that this notebook is curling up a little bit. Cool it under something heavy to make it flatten back out. Once it's completely cool, we can try to peel this back. And this looks so good. So another thing you can do with DTF prints, especially on something like fabric, so this is a linen notebook, you can do a post press. So I'm just gonna add just a cotton sheet over the top of this and just press for about 5 seconds. Then peel that back, and that presses that print into things like fabric. You could probably even use that post press on the paper, but it presses it into the material even more than before. And a lot of times you can almost see the lines like of the fabric within the DTF print. Next up is a hat, and I am going to use the Cricut hat press for this. So I have the hat press heating to 300 degrees for 15 seconds, and I used the Cricut heat app so I could get exactly that temperature. And then I'm going to put the hat form itself inside of this hat. Now this hat is a 100% cotton hat, and as you can see, it's a kind of a red color, coral color, something like that. I'm ensuring this band is flipped out, that this is in here nice and tight, and then I'm going to set it up. Once it's on the hat form nice and tight, I can add the DTF prints. You can see that here. And you'll notice that this hat does have a seam on it, so we're going to see how DTF does with that. I am going to use some heat tape to hold this into place. So I'm going to put heat tape 4 different locations. And then we're going to go ahead and press. This time I'm not going to put the Teflon sheet on here. I'm just going to put the hat press on, hit the button, and I'm just going to press down with medium pressure and not move it at all. Once the hat press beeps, we'll just lift that off. Again, you'll need to cool it before you peel it off. So I'm going to go ahead and use that cooling block, start peeling this tape away. Then once you think it's cool, you can start peeling this back. And it peeled off great. So I would use that same post press technique for this one. So again, I'm just going to add like a cotton pressing cloth to this and press about 5 seconds. Then remove that pressing cloth. And now that DTF print is really on this hat and it looks so good. Here's an up close and personal look at that DTF on the hat. And you can see that it even worked with that seam down the center. Next up is a mug. I'm going to use my mug / tumbler press for this, and I have it set for 300 degrees for 15 seconds. And then I have a mug. Now this is just a regular Dollar Tree mug, no coating on it. And I have my print attached on both sides with heat resistant tape. So now I am ready to put this into the press and press it. I went ahead and set this to about medium pressure, so I'm just going to close this press and let it count down for 15 seconds. Once that 15 seconds is up, we can pull this handle. This should be cool, and I'm going to move it to a heat resistant mat. While this cools, you may rub it a little bit with something like a scraper tool. Some of the areas just didn't seem like they wanted to stick. And anytime I use like HTV on a hard surface, I do this same process. So it's not uncommon to have to do this, but it is one tip. So as it cools down, I'm just sort of rubbing the surface. And then once it's completely cool, you can kind of start to peel it back and see if it's stuck. Now you can press this again. If there's an area not stuck, you could also do a post press with something over the top. But this side is actually stuck really well. So it sticks well to the surface. Now we're gonna run some tests on this and see if it actually stays on there, just to see how permanent this is gonna be. Because it does sit on top of the surface, whereas a sublimation mug sublimates into the surface. This is sitting on top. So you can see that it looks really great on the surface. However, I can just lift this with my finger and the entire thing will just peel right off. So it is definitely not a permanent solution on hard surfaces. So now that you've seen all of that, which of these surfaces worked, which did not? I would definitely say the paper worked great. So if you wanted to use DTF on your paper projects, it is on there, it is permanent, it looks really good. I put on, you know, a light color design on this darker paper and it worked amazingly. I would also say the linen notebook worked really well. It's on there well, I can't peel it off. So any type of fabric feeling surface I feel would work with this. The hat as well worked great. The DTF print is on there really well. I didn't have any issues with it. So if you have hats and a hat press, then DTF will definitely work for those. Now let's talk about the two that I didn't really like. So the first is the acrylic keychain. Now, the DTF print is on there well. I can't really peel it up with my finger. However, I would not use this on clear acrylic. If you have other plastic surfaces, I feel like the plastic melts enough that it kind of embeds into the surface and probably won't go anywhere. Now I can't guarantee that it's going to be completely permanent. It would probably be similar to vinyl or like a permanent type of sticker. Then the last and final one was the ceramic coffee mug. Again, I did not like this at all. This has been sitting now for a while. And yes, I can still just peel the DTF print right up. So DTF on ceramic coffee mugs is a no-go for me. So I would say any hard surfaces, DTF would not work. So while I love DTF on those fabric surfaces, I love how it feels, I love how easy it is to apply, a DTF printer will not work for every surface that's out there. So that means if you invest in a DTF printer, you are either going to do all probably fabric type surfaces or porous surfaces, or you're going to have two different methods if you want to do hard surface projects or sell hard surface objects. So while DTF printing I'm a huge fan, it does have this drawback. So now you want to see 5 more surfaces? Be sure to head to Corey's video. If you are watching along with the live premiere and chatting with us, her video will start right after this one. If you are not, head down to the description below this video. I'll have links to everything I used, all of the supplies, the files, as well as Corey's video. Now, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please ask us in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have videos just like this one every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank y'all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.